Who is Abigail according to the Bible? In the King James Version, KJV, of the Bible, Abigail is introduced as a wise and beautiful woman who becomes one of David's wives. Here's an overview of who Abigail was and her significance. Abigail was originally married to a wealthy but harsh and foolish man named Nabal, who lived in the region of Carmel. Nabal's rude and reckless behavior is contrasted with Abigail's wisdom and diplomacy, 1 Samuel 25-3. David, while fleeing from King Saul, sent his men to ask Nabal for provisions, as David's men had protected Nabal's shepherds. However, Nabal insulted David's men and refused to help, which angered David. In response, David set out to confront Nabal and his household in anger, 1 Samuel 25:4-13. When Abigail heard what had happened, she quickly took action. Without telling her husband, she gathered a generous supply of food and rode out to meet David. In a humble and wise manner, she pleaded with David to spare her household and not act in anger. She acknowledged her husband's foolishness and urged David not to shed innocent blood or take vengeance into his own hands. David was impressed by Abigail's wisdom and quick thinking. He praised her for preventing him from making a rash decision and thanked her for her advice, which kept him from unnecessary bloodshed. After Abigail returned home, she told Nabal what had happened. Upon hearing the news, Nabal's heart died within him, and he became like a stone. 10 days later, the Lord struck Nabal, and he died. After Nabal's death, David sent for Abigail and asked her to become his wife. She accepted his proposal and became one of David's wives. Abigail's quick thinking and wise approach saved her household from disaster. She acted boldly in a dangerous situation, intervening between David and her husband's household. Abigail trusted God's will and showed humility before David, who would later become king. Abigail's story highlights the power of wisdom and humility in diffusing tense situations, as well as the rewards of trusting in God's justice.